Hello again, everyone. Welcome to part 5. And I think we're going to take a break from the desiccated husk that is the sewing machine and focus on the motor this time. So, see if I can take out some more here. There's a screw that's holding that there. I don't know where that went. That went somewhere, not too far. I think once I get this big metal thing out, it might be easier to see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Does this come out? Now we have more of the problem of the wrenches are kind of like indented in the thing there, so trying to find one that works. So the 7 didn't work there. That means the 4th isn't going to work. What about the 8? Yeah. Oh, I guess. There we go. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. This is more of the hexagonal screws. You know, I thought this was going to be a break from the hexagonal screws. And also, I'm kind of stripping the nut as I'm going. We're going to call this one a false start. Hello, and welcome to the real start of part 5. So, as it turns out, Dad has a bunch of hexagonal things. He said there were like 2 different bags stored with his wrenches. And he said one was in English measurements and one was in metric measurements, and don't get them mixed up, which made me think that they were going to be identical to each other. But these are 2 completely different type of wrenches. So now we have to see which one of these Allen wrenches are actually going to fit. There was a significant period of time where I thought it was called Alien Wrench. I don't know why. Also, I was waiting for the payoff to be able to take this off in one piece. But the truth is, I've been patient for a lot of things in my life. And it's time. This just needs, I just need some instant gratification right now. So, that is now gone. Yeah. No longer going to have that dangle around. Anyway. So that looks like it's going to be a pretty skinny piece that needs to come out. Yeah. Let's open up the snap here. I hope one of these bad boys fits in. Alright, so this is too big. See a skinnier guy right here. Ha. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. That was in there good. You know, when I was going out to get these wrenches, there was a dog in the neighborhood that decided to start barking, and without even thinking about it, I barked back. That poor dog is thinking like, "Ooh, I probably have a friend out there." It's like, no, it's just a trickster human who needed to get some goofiness out. Alright. I guess it's good that I can now, like, look out for these other, like, hexagonal things. I found the Allen wrench pretty quickly. Is this on top of anything important? And it was on top of one screwdriver. Oh, and now we've hit the point where we don't have to stop. Oh. And the screw fell somewhere. But I got all these other, like, hexagonal screws around here. Ooh. Here's hoping they're all the same size. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Oh, I sincerely hope I do not break this thing. There we go. It's like it's probably stronger than it looks, but also I'm stronger than I look sometimes. Recently I broke something at work that I did not mean to break. I was able to get it repaired, but it was like a huge, like, heart-dropping moment. One of those, like, oh my gosh, this broke, this can't be undone type of thing. Wait, I'm forgetting to wear the safety glasses. I'm like, I'm missing something here. No. Safety first, folks. There you go. I was like, these tools are getting really close to my eye. That something's, like, missing here. Yeah, the eye protection. I mean, I hope I never become blind or deaf in my life, but I've got the feeling if either one were to happen, I'd probably handle becoming deaf a lot easier than I'd handle becoming blind. There you go. You can kind of see that, right? Also, I realized in, like, a couple of the past ones, I was holding it a little bit too high for you to even see what I was holding. Sorry about that. We're at the point where, like, things are becoming looser, but nothing's quite giving. Can I do this with my hands? Yes. There we go. More of that. It's like whoever made this machine made it very, very clear that it was not going to come apart. And as it turns out, Mom did not have this particular machine as long as I thought she had it. Turns out she bought this at, like, a thrift store. She got it as a gift or something like that, but she only used it for 6 months and it was never quite working the way it was. So I guess in a way she's letting me have revenge on the machine that never worked quite the way she wanted it to. But it was definitely like one of those machines where you buy from a brand because it's like, my old one was this brand and I loved the old one, and then you still buy it and it's like, why is it not as good as the old one? That's what I went through with my computer. I had the same computer for 10 years and it worked really well. So I bought the same brand and like same type. And for some reason, the new one didn't work as good. And I was like, why? Oh, there's like a really loose screw right there. Maybe I can like pull the screw out. Or at least insert a screwdriver to get that final screw. Oh, there's like another like thing there. If I can get this thing that clearly has not wanted to give to actually give. There we go. I can reach the other ones. While we're looking for other horizontal things. No, that's just a hole. Okay. There you go. We got that triangle out of the way, finally. And we got that all lubed up, so let's just have the glove there to begin with while I take that out. Prevent me from being messy, you know? Not that I'm afraid of getting messy. There's like one period in high school where I remember like touching bread and touching slime and touching something else that was sticky, and all within the same 52 minutes. I was 15 at the time. Also, like, I had to develop a certain set of paint clothes simply because I would get so messy. There's one time that like an adult friend from church and I went to an art store and we hung out by the oil painting exhibit, but we didn't realize that the oil, like, we were playing around with the oil paint, but we didn't realize the paint on the canvas was still wet and was part of the tryouts. And I was wearing a purple winter jacket, brand new purple winter jacket, and when we came home, and then we realized and then we went to go explore other parts of the store, and then we realized I was tracking green oil paint everywhere. And it had gotten on my jacket, and I mean, that lady was a saint. She was able to like get turpentine and clean out the jacket, and then she told my mom what happened, and mom's like, okay, anytime you're going to an art class from now on, everything is going to be paint clothes. The jacket you're wearing, the socks you're wearing, the pants, the shirts. There's times I helped make a mural when I was in the 6th grade. And mom was like, I'm not buying you any more uniform pants. You're just going to have to wear the stained uniform pants that you have because I'm not buying any more. So I had some black pants that had white stains for the rest of the year. It also really cemented my dislike for white golf shirts. Red golf shirts are fine. White golf shirts, you just can't keep them clean. I thought I was never going to have one again, but then I did get one again. But the only reason I'm wearing it is because I changed it. It has a bunch of Beatle lyrics on it now. Well, that came out. Ooh, look at that. There's like one screw in there that I could probably take apart if it would just stay neat. But if not, it's not that big of a deal because it's out of the sewing machine. Yeah, that's not working, but it's like, ooh. Is that a washer? That is some sort of washer. And another part of the washer. Oh, hey, we found more of that, and that still got all sticky. Anyway. Oh, that one's going to need a thicker one. Maybe this one will fit. No, we want something in between. Maybe it's you. Like that Franz Ferdinand song, could it be you? Could it be you? Could it be you? Franz Ferdinand's like one of those bands you don't get out of art school without learning about. Ooh. It's like their recent videos, when you watch them, it's like they understand art students are watching them and they definitely pander to them, and it's like, thank you. Because their videos are just so visually interesting to watch too. Now, the first video I watched of Franz Ferdinand was Evil Eye, and that freaked me out. It wasn't until I saw, like, I liked the song for Evil Eye, but the video for it freaked me out. But then I saw the video for Take Me Out, and that allowed me to go exploring a lot more. Ooh. Well, that fell. Is there, like... Yeah. You know, at work they got like a hex set. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife, but it's basically a bunch of Allen wrenches. And the problem is it's like handy that it's there, but it's hard to get a good grip on anything with it. No, that was only 2. Okay. Like, we're taking apart a lot of these things. Like, something's got to give at some point. And these hex screws are giving quite easily. A lot easier than their flats and Phillips counterparts. There we go. Is there another? Yeah. At some point I feel like I should just be able to pull and it should go, you know? It's like there's only 2 hex screws in these things, and then they're at like either 45 or 90-degree angles. Wait. Or somewhere in between. Somewhere between an acute and a right angle. I did enjoy geometry in school. Wasn't the biggest fan of math, but geometry, I actually enjoyed the material. It was fun doing constructions with the compasses where you can make shapes. Because then you kind of just turned math class into art class. I had a soccer ball pattern for the longest time because I figured out that because the sides for a hexagon are the same length as a radius of the hexagon. And then I had a pattern for how to get a pentagon, so you could create like the proper size pentagon. And then like you could create a pentagon, then you can take one side of the pentagon, make that the radius of your hexagon. And then boom, you got a soccer ball. I don't remember how to make the pentagon. I do remember how to make the hexagon though. Oh. Well, that's clicking in and out. Huh. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. I guess I should see if there are any other hexagon things I can get there, but also I might be able to get some other screws I couldn't quite easily reach before, like maybe this one. Maybe that's a little bit too long. It's still stuck. Are there any more hexes in here? Yeah, there's another hex in there. Ooh. Yeah, that's a feeling. That initial snap when it comes out, it almost feels like a bone breaking, you know? Not that I would ever know. I've never actually broken a bone. At least to my knowledge. Is there anything else holding this in? No, that just stripped the screwdriver. We need the flat boy for that. No, that just made it worse. I can also just let gravity do its work here. Just flip this. That just released something. Okay. Oh, we got some more hexes down here. How's this gonna... I'm kind of hoping Franz Ferdinand come out with a new album, though. They just released like 2 songs as singles, and it's like, who would release 2 songs as singles if they weren't going to also release albums, you know? Okay. Oh, steady bar. Yeah. Oh. That fell somewhere, but that's now loose and now... So now that's kind of like loose. This whole thing is kind of loose. I need the smaller guy for that. Ow! Don't scratch me. There we go. Woo. Having trouble getting that out, but gravity will take care of that for me later. Oh, that just came out. There we go. Have this little shape right here. That took out some washers. Oh, that's attached to that thingy, which I'll probably be able to get out once I get this thing out. Which seems pretty stuck in there. Okay, that was the thing from earlier that I refused to give. Let's see if it's going to give today. A lot of this feels like the emotional state I've been going through the past couple weeks anyway, where I guess it's the emotional equivalent of, how do I put this? You get home, you find out you can take off your bra, but you can only take off, so when you take off your bra, you can just loosen it so it's no longer cut into you, but you don't know where you can put it yet, so you're still wearing it awkwardly. That's kind of been the emotional equivalent of the past couple weeks. Or the past week, really. And that's how these hex screws are deciding to act like right now. Maybe if I get this hex screw right here. Yeah. There you go. That might be the last thing holding that piece on. You know, this kind of is the opposite, but also very similar to an exhibit I would go visit and spend a lot of time when I was in college. So I forget exactly when this was. Ooh, that came out. But the museum exhibit had for several months, they were repairing some sort of musical clock. And they were like taking off, like the guy was trying to make it work, and I spent a lot of hours just watching the person attempt to do this like attempt to fix this clock. Just like standing behind, asking him questions, just watching him fiddle with the thing. It's like he was in the exhibit. That was the precise reason why he was there. Which now I think about it, really lends to me being able to have the patience to do what I do at work, which is watch other people do their jobs. Does it freak some people out? Probably, but I don't really hang around the people who I know it freaks out. There are other people who take it in stride, and it's like, yeah. Also, I don't do it for very long. Ooh, I could actually see that coming loose and coming out. There we go. It's loose, but it's not coming completely off. I think the guy eventually did get it to make some sort of sound, but it took a lot of conservation, and conserving something takes like a lot of knowledge of chemistry and like science in general, and just the amount of effort it took. I think he worked to repair clocks anyway. That was like his job, and it was just intriguing just to watch him fiddle with this thing to try to make it work, because I was like, I know I wouldn't have the patience for that, but I can absolutely admire someone who does. I forget that guy's name now. But it was a good way to spend like a couple hours. Just like, oh, I got a couple hours between having to go to this place and like I have a couple hours between class and I eat. Let's also go do something fun. I often visited a lot of the art exhibits too. It was when there's like art exhibits on campus, I was like, why not? Another screw right there. Yeah, but I can't quite reach that one. Unless that's the one I just took out. Oh, this one's only getting turned like a millimeter. Well, let me see if that ended up going anywhere else. So I took out the hexes there. Are there any hexes on this part? Does this turn? Barely. I feel like if I'm going to want to take off this plastic thing, I'm just going to have to smash it. I don't know how else I can handle that. But Dad said not to get those mixed up. But I have the other ones. I got more sizes to reach inside there now. So maybe if I like lean it down like this. Hope one of these bad boys fits. Righty tighty lefty loosey. There we go. Hey. Ba ba ba. Starting to turn something else here. Is that even doing anything? I see another hex screw. Oh. How is a human supposed to reach that? That's how a human's going to reach that. Okay. There's some sort of dirt on the machine there. Wait, no, that wasn't the one I was using. I was using this guy, right? Yeah. No, I wasn't using that guy. Like, I can barely see it because this metal plate's in the way. Quick break just to spin this around. Oh, that's stripping that too. I don't think me turning around is doing anything to that. It's a little bit bit too big. Maybe this would be the right size for this one. Barely. But that's also a screw. If I could reach that somehow. Yeah, that's something. Okay. There we go. The weird screw with the fake washer. I mean, that loosened that, but I don't think that released anything. Ooh. What if I unscrew that little screw in there? This is like a super topsy-turvy type of thing. Oh my gosh. There you go. Finally got that screw out. Don't know if that did anything though. I'm like pressing down and turning at the same time. There we go. And that took out a little indicator piece there. Like we're at the point where it's so loose it's barely giving. It doesn't have much give whatsoever. But it's also in such a tight location, it's very, very hard to reach. Oh, we got an indicator completely like... Also, like those weird half washer things I don't even know how to take out. But if I could take them out, that would like solve a fair percentage of my problems here. that's another screw right there. No, that's not how that's gonna fit. That's not how that's gonna work. Ah, that was right in the perfect spot. I guess the good news is if you ever decide to buy a sewing machine for yourself, you know that sucker's not coming apart very easily. That sucker's gonna stay. All right. I was hoping I wouldn't have to come to this, but I might have to. No. Also, it's like close to 2 o'clock in the morning. People are asleep at home. Yeah, that's too noisy to attempt right now. Ugh. Well, I've gotten to the point where my hands are too slippery to do anything because I keep touching all the greased up, lubed up things in here. So that's the end of part 5. That was today's entertainment. Have a nice day.